Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining this session on the latest functionalities that have been added to SAP Business One version 10 in the most recent feature packs. Good morning, Stella. How are you?
Hi, good morning to everyone. Pleased to be here.
Stella, thank you so much for joining us today. It's a pleasure to meet you. We have not met before, but I have heard your name many times throughout the years. I remember I heard a lot of the times my colleagues in the technical consulting department, when something was critical, we needed to escalate to SAP, something very, very difficult, then call Stella. that was the name that they used. So I'm intrigued because I know that you have grown a lot inside of SAP. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what your role is today?
Yeah, sure. I started with my path with SAP Business One in 2005, like almost 20 years ago. So I
Wow.
used to implement Business One.
Mm-hmm.
And then I joined SAP, and I've been working for the past 12 years in the critical solution desk team. This
Okay.
team is a team that is dedicated to handle the escalations, and I was in charge of all the escalations in the Americas time zone. So every time that we got an issue that was not working related to a support ticket, I was the one in charge to negotiate between development, support, and also with the partner. Yeah, so that was my
Yes.
role, and to be able to deliver a solution for you guys. And I recently switched position. I'm right now as a solution expert for Business One in North
Mm-hmm.
America. So my
Okay.
role basically is to deliver the new functionality and to enable the partners so they are able to deliver these new functionalities to their customers.
That's great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, the time you've taken to make this presentation, as well as the time to be here with us. I know that you're at an event, so thank you very much, Stella, for being here. It's really a pleasure to meet you. To all of our customers, thank you for being here. If you have recently gone through an upgrade of your system, you know that it's not an easy project and it's not always super satisfying, if I may say so myself. I have been in charge of, or not in charge, but I have been with you through that process, with many of you throughout this year. And there is a lot of work involved, both from our technical team and also on you, on the user. There is a lot of work, and we always tell you to focus on achieving the same functionality and your day-to-day tasks in the new version. That's the main goal of the upgrade. We want to ensure that you can smoothly run your business. But then comes this part, and this is the good news about your upgrade. This is why you upgrade. This is why SAP works and is working constantly to improve the product, to improve SAP Business One. So once you've achieved your stability with your processes, then comes the time to actually learn about what is new out there. And sometimes we get back to business and we don't have time to actually, explore what is new and what could mean, an improvement to you. So it's fantastic that Stella has prepared this presentation. Let me go over the reminders at the beginning of each session while I see that people are still connecting. So all the sessions are being recorded. They will be made available to you at a later time. All the microphones of attendees are muted by default. You can ask questions. You can use the functionality in Zoom at the bottom of your screen. You ask a question, and then if we have time at the end of the session and the presentation, we'll get to it. If we don't have time, we'll get back to you later on, okay, using an email. All this content about new functionality being added to SAP Business One, tips and tricks, webinars coming up, and any other content that we create. And remember that we create content always with you in mind, and we take your suggestions as well, and we create content to respond to your needs. We share in our website, and also you get a glimpse, or you get a shortcut, or you get a reminder of that content on your favorite social media platform. So we're asking you to look for us on your favorite social media platform so that you can stay up to date with all the content that we create for you. In this customer day, we have a giveaway. It's a fantastic, remarkable 2 tablet. If you don't know this product, but you are like me and you like to take notes on a notebook, but you then lose the notebook or you spend a lot of time looking for that note, that crucial note, then this tablet is for you. You increase the chances of winning this remarkable tablet if you rate as many sessions on this customer day as possible. So you have to attend, you have to pay attention. And then at the end of the session, I share a link and you get to rate the presentation, the content, and you get to also suggest ideas for future customer days or future webinars or ideas or how we can do a better job, okay? So this one, I don't know. Oh, I'm going backwards, sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, so again, this presentation has been prepared for you by Stella Michel, and she is today the SME solution expert at North America at SAP. And we're going to learn about recent innovations. If you have recently upgraded and you are in version 10 feature pack 2305, correct, Stella?
Yes.
And or higher, this presentation is for you. Or if you're thinking about upgrading, this is some of the good things that you're going to find. Okay, both Stella and myself are now going to turn our cameras off so that we can concentrate on Stella's presentation, and then remember to use the Q&A functionality if you have any questions along the way. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Stella.
Thank you. Welcome. My name is Stella Michel, and I work in SAP as a solution expert for SAP Business One. Today, I would like to present you what's new in SAP Business One version 10, Future Package 2305. Based on partners' feedback and also on the feedback provided by the customer on the customer influence side, we have been able to deliver some enhancements on the business logic, like approval process, and also we are now supporting the update of UDF in closed pick list. We are able to create a sales order from a purchase order using intelligent document extraction. Also, we are tracking some changelog for some system setups, and we have enabled the copying of opening and closing remarks from base document. For cloud and infrastructure, we are now supporting Microsoft Windows 11, and we deliver enhancement in security compliance, identity, authentication management, and business cloud enhancements. In terms of extensibility and lifecycle management, we have extended the service layer coverage. In terms of administration enhancements, I wanted to show you on the screen that we have on the right that on the password administration, we are now can see a change log where we can track the changes that has been performed on this screen. Also, we are delivering some changelog for other system setup and password policy requirements. I would also like to share with you the changes on the draft document that you can see on the right side that we have buttons to approve and add, or reject directly on the document. And also that on the top you can see document numbering for the draft document so we can track them easier. In document settings, we now have two new checkboxes. One of them is copy document reference from original documents to duplicated, and the second one is copying, opening, and closing remarks to target documents. When talking about specific documents like the pick list, now you have the checkbox allow updating UDF when pick list is closed. Regarding companies that have perpetual inventory, you can now create a landed cost document based on documents with fixed asset, creating the landed cost document automatically, and that creates a capitalization document that increases the acquisition and production cost of the fixed asset acquisition line. Let me show you in the system. Okay, let's create an AP invoice for an SUV. Select the business partner. Let's put the posting date. Select our item, SUV 3 in this case. It will bring the description, quantity, price, select the project and the product line. So we add this document, and now we're going to check the journal entry for this document. As you could see, it creates the debt with the partner, and the next journal entry we could see the capitalization of this item that was created. And now let's go and check and add a landed cost based on this AP invoice 1170. So we're going to select our business partner. We copy from the AP invoice that we just created, the 1170 invoice. We have our item code SEV3, and we add the 2500 cost for insurance. And we click on yes, and we added the landed cost. Let's go and see the journal entry that was created. It was insurance versus an expense account, but also we can see that a capitalization journal entry was created and is for $2,500. When we open it, we could see the fixed asset, and when we go and see the valuation of it, you can see that the price has increased also. Regarding identity authentication management, we have started to deliver these functionalities since version 10 feature package 2208, and we will continue to deliver enhancements based on your feedback, like supporting two-factor authentication or supporting OTCA or SAP IAS. We are also enhancing the bidding process. Let me show you on the system how we are doing this. On the first scenario, we are going to create a user. We select Add, and we select SAP Business One Authentication Service. We put the user, the password, and we select the checkbox Enable Two-Factor Authentication. Then, as a second step, we need to bind that user to the database. So we select on the company, and we select the company that we are going to bind the user. And we click on OK. As you can see, the user is now binded. And for this exercise, let's bind this user to all the databases. As you can see, it's a new user, you will see that legend on the right side. Let's log into Business One. And we put the user and the password that we just recently created. And you can see we are getting the two-factor authentication web page that we can get on a mobile or notification, and we input the code, and then we are able to log into the companies where this user is binded. Okay, on the second scenario, we are going to create a different user, selecting IAS for SAP Business One. We create a username. And then this username that we recently created, we bind them to the database. We select all the databases and we click OK. And we connect it to Business One. When it shows, we enter the username that we just created. And as you can see, we get as soon as we do that, we get the screen of SAP IAS system. We put the username and the password, and then we are able to log in. In the same way, the functionality works the same if we use the web client. As you can see, we put the user, the password, and now we are logging the web client using SAP IaaS authentication. Now the third scenario, we are going to use Okta IDP. We create a username and the process is the same. We go then and bind the user to the databases. And we can log in from here. We put the username, we click on login, and we get the screenshot of Okta. And then we can get this option to get push notification to get the notification on our mobile, and we can accept it on the mobile. And as you can see, we are logged in. Regarding the web client, we continue to deliver content, enhancing the content that we have already delivered. We are extending the sales, purchase, service, journal entries, and inventory support. We are also supporting the text and subtotal line tabs and also the read-only mode. I will explain later in detail what does this mean. We are supporting opening and closing remarks, enhancing VP card scanning to add a contact person to an existing VP, extending localization support, and enhancing analytic capabilities. In terms of infrastructure, we are supporting Windows 11. We are enhancing the security compliance, identity authentication management, and Business One cloud enhancements. Regarding the extensibility and lifecycle management, we are now supporting single sign-on for web client and extensions. Talking about web client usability enhancement, now we can display KPIs on save tiles, and we also have a user action menu, and we can grant authorization to manage public linked list views. Regarding the web client enhancement to marketing documents, I wanted to show you this first screen where we can see the different type of lines. We have the text type and we have the subtotal part where it's adding the lines similar to what we have on the Business One client. And I would also like to show you on this other screen how we are now supporting the opening and closing remarks. We also add in item details column with predefined text and consolidating business partner details, supporting AP reserve invoice in approval process and draft management, as well as supporting linking pay down payment request invoices. We are now supporting on the web client the read-only mode. And why is this so useful? We are getting feedback from the partners and the customer that they want to use the web client, but sometimes some of the extensions are not available yet. So at the moment, they are not so interested in provide access to the web client for transactional use, but they are really interested to use it for approval process and analytics. So now we have delivered a setting so the web client can be launched on the read-only mode, and it can be used for analytic and approval process and later to be open for transactional use. So these make more appealing to start using the web client. As mentioned, we have implemented the horizon theme. If you wanted to use it, you go to settings and then appearance and select the horizon theme. On the version feature package 2305, we have this quick selection menu, and we have implemented useful links that you can find it here at the bottom of this selection. And now we have the capability also to create KPIs with the use of tiles. We make very simple to use them. Let me show you. We have a filter view that you have customized accordingly. And now we can save it as a tile. This functionality was there before, but now we can save it as a KPI. Enable this button, and you can choose the relevant field that you would like to show. Like for example, document total. Once we have selected, we enter the description, and then we click on OK. So now the tile has been created. When I go back to the home screen where I decided to put it, I can see that the KPI of all deliveries is there. And this helps you to focus on the KPIs that will help you on your daily business. Back to the Business One client, I want to show you how to launch the Business One client on read mode. You go to Administration, Authorization, and we click on Launch Web Client on read-only mode. We click OK, and then we launch the web client. And as you can see, the create tiles are hidden. We only have the main tiles that are open the modules on read-only mode. Basically, you can use the system on read-only mode, including analytics, but you cannot add transaction. Another nice enhancement that we have is for the business partner card scanning. We got a lot of nice feedback saying that it was a really nice functionality, but what happened when you want to add a contact? So let me show it to you. We're going to create a business partner. Selecting create business partner, we added a code, in this case customer one, and we select the business card that we already scanned, and the business partner has been created. When we go and look for it, the customer one is there, and you can see that the contact information has been added, and the addresses. And when you click on the attachment, you can see the business card that you used to create the business partner in your system. So let's go again, and now let me show you the functionality of created contact on the business partner. So we use the same customer that we used before, the same VP, and we click on scan button, and then we selected the other business card contact. And when we go and check this customer one, we could see that the contact information in the contact person has been added. You can see the second contact there. The addresses are updated, and when you go and see the attachments, and you see that the business card that we scanned is also there added. Another nice scenario is on the line types that have been added. We have here a sales order. We can select a VP, and we are going to add some lines here. As you can see, we can see different types of lines, regular, text, and subtotal that has been added. So let's see, we added some text here. Okay, we're gonna add some items. We select them. Okay, now we are going to create a subtotal. And as you can see, we can differentiate the type of lines. A purple one is a subtotal line, and the green one is a text line. And we are going to add another text to create another section. You can use here a text that you put freely, or you can use a predefined text. Now we're going to add more items, and we are going to create again another subtotal. When we are putting a second subtotal, it will be adding both sections, as you can see here, and you can see that it has also a different color. The line has a blue color, so we can see that is represent the sum of both totals. Uh, we have also included this new column, the item details, that you can input data there, free text or predefined. And we are also supporting now opening remark and closing remark. Let's put some information here. Okay, let's see. We forgot to put the closing remarks, so let's go into edit and add some closing remarks. And save the document. Another nice enhancement that we have is that we are now supporting the counting using different units of measure. For example, in this case, I'm going to put pallet as unit of measure and input the quantity, and it will be automatically counted how many pieces of inventory I have. I can use another unit of measure and input the quantity, and as you can see, every time I insert the quantity of that unit of measure, it will automatically update the inventory. So as you can see, the inventory has changed and we have a different variance of units. We will have a different that it will be posted later. As you can see here, we can see the variance after counting the inventory. Now I wanted to show you another scenario. Let's say that you are having a big deal with a partner which credit limit is pretty high. So you want to know exactly what is the status of this business partner. So we will use a functionality called conditional links, which allow you to link analytic information to the BP. Like in this case, I would like to investigate everything related to his agent invoice. So I have some views created that allow me to see what is my invoice agent status for all the customers in the first place. So let me show you on the next screen. So I can see what's the status of my invoice agent. And also I have created a view for that specific partner. As you can see on the next screen, when I click on that view, the information is filtered by that specific partner, which will allow me to take the decision if I can increase the line of credit or not. So this is a cool example to show you how you can use these analytic views, and you can analyze your business process and decide which information is important to take decisions for your business. So on feature package 2305, there are some management options on the console where you can link your user-defined query to master data. So selecting this query that we have created, we can see that we have some filter. We match the queries on the BP code and also on the master partner data. You also can decide which queries you want to see or not by selecting or unselecting on the start. And also you can sort the position of the queries. For example, I'm moving these to the top. So when you go back, you can see the sequence of the default queries that you have has changed. The last topic that I would like to share with you is intelligent automation for SAP Business One. SAP Build Process Automation helps you to maintain the edge, and the AI services free up your employees from repetitive and error-prone tasks. We have embedded business case in Business One, like intelligent invoice scanning, that allow you to create a purchase invoice using a JPEG file or a PDF. And we also have the business partner creation with the scanning of a business card, as I show you today on the session. We also have created side-by-side cases. You have access to 7 automation best practice templates. These automation templates, for example, allow you to, we have a bot that allows you to download invoices from an account, a mail account. Also, we have another bot that could read these invoices and insert the documents into Business One. And we have other examples that I want you to go and check at them. I have put a link, the first link here is about the Open SAP course about intelligent automation. I also put another link for the RPA store where you can find the bots that we have created. And last, I have put here the SAP help link, the help documentation files for SAP Business One, where you can find the working best practice for intelligence automation. So that's all from my side for today. I would like to thank you for your time and hope that you find this presentation interesting. Thank you.
Thank you, Stella.
Hi, I'm here.
Hi, thank you so much for this presentation. Before we go to the questions, let me remind everyone that you can enter the raffle for the giveaway for the remarkable tablet. And I'm going to share the link right now before we go to the questions so that you guys have time to rate the session, okay? Remember that your rating helps us build better content for you, okay? So I'm going to put it now in the chat. I'm going to share it with everyone. Okay, there it is. So in the chat, you're going to see a link. You click on that link and you access the survey for this session. So let me review one question that we got from Preston. And the question, Stella, is for the item details window shown, what table field is that found in?
Well, I guess we're talking about the view where we were showing the view of the credit limit, I guess. This information normally is found on the business partner table on OCRD, I believe.
OCRD, okay.
Yeah, if we are talking about that, I hope it is. If not, let me know and I can find information for you.
Okay, okay. Preston, since this is being recorded and you will then be able to see the recording again, if you can't find it in the table that Stella just mentioned, maybe you can watch the recording and take a screenshot of what you were referring to. What was the exact moment? I'm sorry, I didn't see exactly when you asked the question. because if I move my mouse, then you see the something, you don't see the video as well. So so that's why. We have another question regarding the bots, and is it priced per year, or how do you pay for the bots? Do you know that,
Okay.
Stella?
Well, I'm not the commercial side, but the
Okay.
bots are free. Like the bots are already, like they perform in a specific way, like SAP designed it, but you can
Okay.
customize it. They are
Okay.
far from BTP. As you know,
Okay.
we are now, we want our customer, because intelligent artificial is the trend and where everybody is working now towards that. So
Okay.
this is part from the business process automation product. So
Okay.
it's part of SAP build process that you have to pay for that. And when
Okay.
you pay for that, you're entitled to run the bots. So
Okay.
I would suggest that if you guys are interested, the bot itself, the design, so to perform these actions that is defined on the store, it is for free. So you
Okay.
can download it, but in order to run them, you have to pay for them. And this is the part that you can go and check it with your commercial
Okay.
contact. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Yes. Okay. So I think these were the questions that were here. Preston replied that sounds great. So he will watch the recording if he can't find that table. Thank you, Stella, again for your time. Thank you for your presentation. To all of our customers attending, thank you for being here with us. Please let us know if these sessions are helpful for you. And please enjoy these new functionalities added to SAP Business One. Remember what we've mentioned before about the web client. It might not work for everyone for everything you do in the system, but you can take a hybrid approach. You can use some of the analytic features, for instance, some of the analytic features that Stella shared, and maybe other things you do on the desktop client. But the analytics, at least for sure, we invite you to try them because it's really cool what you can do. So if you have questions, please reach out to us. Remember that we're here to help you. SAP is busy building a better product every time, and we are here to help you, our customers, enjoy the product and take advantage of it. Again, Estela, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you very
Mine too.
much. We will
Pleasure to be
contact
here.
you for our future customer days for sure.
Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you, Stella. Bye. Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.